From LPM,
Louisville Public Media.
Support for this podcast comes from LG&E, reminding you not to get spooked this Halloween. If you smell rotten eggs, hear a hissing sound, or see dead plants outside near other healthy ones, it could be a gas leak. If you notice any of these signs, leave the area immediately. Then call 911 and LG&E at 502-589-1444. Find more gas safety tips at lge-ku.com/gas safety.
Running out of closet space? Don't stop shopping. Start selling with The Real Real. Whether it's the jewelry your ex bought you before they became your ex, or that quiet luxury bag you bought before remembering you're actually a maximalist, give it a second chance with someone else. Sell it with The Real Real and make room in your closet for something else that feels more like you. The best part of selling with The Real Real? They handle everything from photography and copywriting to pricing and shipping, because your to-do list is already long enough. With a community of over 40 million members ready to shop what's in your closet, your items sell fast, so you can leave the past in the past. Because resale on The Real Real is for second chances. Plus, October is National Consignment Month, so new consigners earn $100 extra for a limited time. Go to therealreal.com to start selling and get $100 extra to keep shopping. That's therealreal.com for your extra $100. Therealreal.com. Terms apply.
Welcome to On Track. I'm Aisha Jaffer. You may have noticed Louisville City walls look a bit different after the $2 Invitational, which happened earlier in September. It's a mural and graffiti festival that brings artists together from here in the city, across the country, and even internationally. It's become an annual tradition, transforming neighborhoods with color and conversation around public art. I spoke with organizer Henry Cunningham about the festival's mission, its impact on the community, and what's next. So, Henry, for people who may not know, what is the $2 Invitational and how did it get started?
I guess I want to start by just saying, the $2 Invitational is a huge group effort. I'm one of an 8-9 person team that organizes and puts this on every year. But in addition to that, we have multiple property owners that provide space that help make it possible, and we have multiple businesses that help support our cause as well. So it's a huge team effort, and this is something that we've been building and growing for quite a long time. The jam itself started over 10 years ago. It started very much with the intention of celebrating graffiti and bringing out graffiti artists. There was 3 people involved, and one person in particular who was a big component of it was a close friend of everyone involved in the organization, our friend John Brown, who unfortunately passed away. But John went by $2, and he was very instrumental in getting the jam started and getting the jam known, not just within our city, but in the larger graffiti community across the United States. He was an amazing leader, an amazing friend, and did a lot to bring out the best in the people around him. So when he passed, it only seemed right for us to, as a group, to rename the event after John, to honor John. And since then, we've been able to grow the jam, and now we're really proud of where we're at because we've just this past year have been able to just to throw out some numbers for this year, we provided space for over 170 artists. We hosted artists from over 35 states. We were able to work in partnership with over 10 local businesses and multiple property owners, and really feel like we've done a huge made a huge contribution to the city and the neighborhoods that we live in.
I love that. And I've noticed it myself in my own neighborhood. How do you decide which walls or spaces you're going to include?
I think there's multiple factors that come into play, right? Because we want to provide space, not just to top premier artists, but we want to be a very inclusive event, meaning that we want to be able to have space that is for people that are just getting started, novice artists, and artists that maybe are very well established and do this for a profession. So we're looking for a wide variety of different types of walls and locations. So we're hungry for premier spots, high traffic zone spots, large, flat concrete surfaces that really serve a good canvas for large scale art. But we're also interested in looking for back alley spots, small spots, places that maybe younger artists can come learn how to paint and have a space that will give them the opportunity to grow. We also target locations that maybe could use a facelift, could use some kind of maintenance upkeep, right? There's a lot of work that we do before the actual artists show up to get the walls prepped. So we scrape walls, we paint walls, we prep walls so that they're a good canvas for the artist. But the other amazing thing about that is that it's improving the building structure itself.
I've been part of some street art organizations where they'll brighten up a neighborhood and make it safer just by having this mural or having this painting here.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about All City. What is All City and how does it fit into the work you're doing?
All City is our nonprofit, right? The last 3 or 4 years, as a group, we've noticed that our reach and our size has continued to grow, which has been truly amazing. But we also needed a mechanism to help provide and meet the demand. So we started a nonprofit. Our group started a nonprofit called All City, and All City basically, is there to help support and provide the event itself. And as a nonprofit, we have two kind of main goals, right? We have two main objectives. The first objective is to serve the art culture, the public art culture, serve graffiti writers, street artists, right? So we do that by providing walls for artists to come paint, providing paint for them to use, hopefully providing them housing so that and food so that they can be here comfortably while they paint. Like I said earlier, we were able to do that this year by, hosting almost 200 artists, and in turn we ended up having over 60 different walls being painted. And that's an amazing opportunity for those individual artists, but also for the community itself, right? Anytime that you bring all of these people together, it's an opportunity for people to talk to one another, celebrate accomplishments, network. Also, it's a community. So there's people with all different backgrounds and all different experience levels. So, for me personally, I get really excited when I see a young artist being able to meet someone like Wayne COD, who was here this past year, who has been a top figure in the graffiti culture since the late 80s. Those young people get to meet that guy and see that guy paint, and that's a huge inspiration, I think, for everyone involved. So that's the first part of what our organization does, right? Is we want to serve the public art, community culture. The other part is that we want to serve the community that we live in. So we're here to provide public art for the people that live in these neighborhoods. You said it yourself, you live there, so you've noticed it, the impact that brings, the joy that it brings, the pride that it brings into a neighborhood. It disrupts the mundane, and it inspires people and gives people, hopefully, an opportunity to see the world slightly different. And in addition to that, it helps our community through engaging with some other local businesses and property owners, improving their property value, but also we are bringing foot traffic. We're creating events, and we are introducing more people to these businesses. So we serve those two individual things, and as an organization, we kind of build a bridge between those two things, and that's been our goal, and we do that effectively through our event, $2 Invitational, and we hope to continue to do that. as time goes on, not just with our event, but also through other fundraising events that we do throughout the year.
So, why do you think public art like this is important? And you've sort of touched on this, like why you think it's important, but what does it also bring to the community? I know you talked about bringing businesses and people together, but what else?
I think it serves young artists or young minds that want to be creative, right? Because they can see something new, right? See what is possible. I think it helps somebody that maybe isn't art minded but lives in the neighborhood but can feel a little bit different when they walk down the street and they see something beautiful. I think it can give residents a sense of pride, right? Like. For example, this year we had an artist by the name of Jex who came out and painted a phenomenal portrait of Muhammad Ali. That's amazing. I mean, that Jex is, for people that don't know, he's an artist that travels all around the world and makes really great money doing portraits all around the world on a large scale. For us to be able to bring him here and paint an icon within our city, somebody that we love and respect, and have him paint that, I think that's a huge win for the whole city, right? Something to be really proud of, and a good reminder of what Louisville stands for and what we want to look like and be like.
So I'm just curious, looking back at this year's event, that's a huge moment, but what else stood out to you, or what stood out to you most, especially with artists coming in from across the country and even internationally?
I think I spoke about it a little bit earlier, but we have smaller events throughout the weekend that the jam takes place. So like on a Friday night we had, on Saturday night we had an art show, down at a gallery and a sign show, and it was just an amazing event, right? Because we had a group of guys that came in from New Orleans, did a huge crawfish boil outside. We had over 100 artists there. Everybody's meeting, everybody's talking, everybody's sharing stories. As someone that has been involved in public art and graffiti for almost 20 years now, it's a huge win to see that many people come together that share the love, share the passion, and want to celebrate it, and are open to talking to all people with all different backgrounds, right? I think there's much more power in unity, and to provide a space where people can come together and celebrate this movement that was born by children, that has now taken over the world and has outlasted the length of any major art movement in the history that we have documented. I mean, this is a major win, and Louisville is now a big part of that story and will continue to be a part of that story. So, I mean, I could go on and on, but to facilitate that and provide that and to make Louisville a destination for that is I think a major win.
For those who haven't seen these installations or didn't maybe notice, where can people go to see these new art installations around the city?
Yeah, there are a couple different places that you can go to check out different art that the event has been able to provide. The art show that I spoke about is at a location called 2801 Gallery, Floyd Street, till the end of October. As far as larger murals, all over Shelby Park, right, Smoketown area, we did a great mural on the side of Trellis Brewery, who has also been a great partner and friend to our cause. Anywhere up and down Shelby Street, there you really can't miss it. All of that block right there between Foco, which is a great Mexican restaurant, who's also been great partners, and Logan Street Market. The backside of Logan Street Market, there's great murals there as well. Down Broadway, if you make your way down Broadway, close to the Glassworks building, there is a couple large murals there. And also, to make things even easier, go to our website, go to our Instagram, twobuckinvitational.com, twobuckinvitational on the Instagram. There you can find maps, you can find recommendations and locations. So I don't have to pick it straws, but grassroots straws. But yeah, we encourage everybody to go see them. And the other great thing that we try to do, what we do as a group, as an organization, is all of these murals, all of these spaces that we've, curated and helped produce will be up for the remainder of the year. So some of these pieces will stay next year, but we do a pretty good job about refreshing and renewing these spaces as well. So you've got plenty of time to go see it, and expect them to change as well.
Are there other events or projects coming up that we should keep an eye on?
Nothing set in stone, but I just would encourage everybody to check out all of our channels and stay up to date, because we do have some more events coming up, and we're looking to try to get involved with the community even more. Not just on our own, but we would love to partner with other people that are active and want to do things and want to work together. It's really important to us that we work with our community, work with the city, and we want funding, we want help, and we want to be seen as good patrons to our home.
Well, Henry, thank you so much for hanging out with us today.
Yeah, thank you. It's been a real pleasure. I appreciate letting me come in and talk today.
On Track is a production of Louisville Public Media. The On Track production team includes Michelle Tyreen Johnson, Alex Biscardi, and Laura Ellis. Our music is by Kojin Toshiro. If you'd like to revisit this episode or explore other community-focused conversations, visit LouisvilleOnTrack.org or find us in your favorite podcast app. I'm Aisha Jaffer, and remember, being kind is free. That's the start of community. Until next time, you're On Track with Louisville Public Media.
Support comes from Vision Zero. On foot or behind the wheel, safety is a shared responsibility. And Vision Zero Louisville believes 0 roadway fatalities is the only acceptable amount. Their mission is to create safe roads by design, engineering solutions, and education. More information at visionzerolouisville.org.